Yeah. So here I am asking you the question already after Friday.
Yeah, I don't know how did the guys even, where were the boys when they told everybody to ask Sam about the gun? Was it a convention in the States? Was it Chicago? They said ask Sam about the gun? Or the breakfast?
They only told us the story and I want to hear it.
Do you guys know the story about the gun? No. Oh, it's really embarrassing. Okay, yay! Okay, there's the last scene. One of the last scenes we shot. I had that sawed-off shotgun, right? And Helen, broad, bar-owning, beer-drinking broad with a gun, you know, she looks like she could handle a gun really well. I always had a gun, but I always had the little pistol. And they were real and they were heavy, but I always had the pistol. So finally in the last episode, and I always used to complain, come on, give me a real gun. Please. Always get a real gun. Why don't I get a real gun? I want a real gun. So finally Eric and Phil and everybody's like, okay, Sam, don't get excited. We're going to give you a sawed-off shotgun. I'm like, yay! I finally get a gun. But you know, you could, careful what you wish for. Those things are so heavy. And after 4 days of carrying that thing around, your arms hurt. So, but I'm not acting all cool. So I'm like, I got a real gun. And it's one of those ones, and they're real. I think when you're rehearsing, it's plastic, but when you're shooting, and you've seen this gun, right? The boys carry them. They're really cool looking guns. And it's one of the things where you, it's the whole, shoot the barrel down. And I think this is the coolest thing ever. I'm walking around set for like a week, just going, and Phil, it's funny because you can hear, when you go to roll, it's very quiet. You hear rolling, very quiet, and action. And every time I was on set, you could hear rolling, and then you hear the Sam, what? I'm sorry. And I didn't. I was just having so much fun, and I'm doing one-handed, flipping the gun back. They're all like, okay. But I'm trying to cool. So I can handle the gun. Anyway, the scene where we're running down the street, and we're in the deserted town, and my daughter goes down, right? Hellhounds get her on the ground, and we start firing. I don't know what the actual term is. So she hasn't gone down yet, but we're firing. And you have to understand that whenever you handle firearms, even though they're blanks, it is live ammunition. They're very careful because of what happened to, is it Jason Lee?
Brandon
Lee, yeah. Because of what happened with him, they really, years ago, they really beefed up security. Anything around it. We always have a stunt person there. We always have a firearms handler within 20 feet of you. Whenever you have a live ammunition, this is the boys to anybody. It's very serious. It's quiet on set because you're dealing with a gun. And it used to be a legitimate, it's firing nothing now, but as we all know what happened with our poor lead friend. So, you know, you're kind of, and the boys, they're shooting guns, and Lone's been shooting guns, and I'm trying to act all full, yeah, I can shoot guns. But you're never ever supposed to point those guns anywhere in the vicinity of another human being. Even though there's really not a huge danger, you just don't do it. And we don't know this, nobody's really told me this, and I'm acting all close, so I'm not asking any questions. And I've got to sort of, we look up and I'm firing a hellhound, so there's a garbage can over here that they blow off. They've got a rope on it, kind of. And you shoot that, and that goes out of the way. So I've got to sort of take a couple shots, and then I pull the gun down, and I take a couple more shots, and then I turn and I see my daughter go down, and I yell, no. So I go bang, bang, and then I cock it again, and I gotta go bang, bang, but the gun keeps jamming, and it keeps jamming, and I'm like, what the, so by the fourth time, the light's going down, it's our last day, they're stressed out, the time I'm feeling like I'm holding off, I'm feeling horrible, and I got this gun, and I'm going bang, bang, and I do this, and I turn around, and now, by then, they're all kind of running behind me, Sam, Dean, and Alona, and okay, let's say, for the sake of you guys, let's say I'm shooting this way. So bang, bang, and I turn around and I've got a gun and they're all standing there. And I got a gun and I'm like, you guys, this isn't working. Jared, you was like 15, you know. And we're all excited. And I turn around and I think there's something behind me. Finally somebody runs over to me and they grab the gun out of my hand. Ellen, I want you to do anything. She can shoot a gun. And ended up looking like a total idiot with a gun. And it was humbling. Very much so. The boys were just like, no more gun for you. We're giving you the pistol back. Really? Yes, so there's the gun. Does that answer your question?